A long time ago, black folks were not allowed in movie theaters. A long time ago.
Yeah, no, I know.
When they were first allowed in, they had to sit in the front row.
Yeah.
Because if you ever sat in the front row,
yeah, you gotta look up. Like that.
So I think you still have like the grandchildren of some of those front row brothers, you know?
Welcome to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, city boy, and some travel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Anyway, he's woofing right here, bro. It's funny because the last one, I think, started off with a black joke. I'm like, yeah, what are the chances of just, jumping in and out of a 23-minute reaction and landing on this again? But let's get it, man. This is Laugh Until You Cry with Theo Von. Laugh Until You Cry with Theo Von for 23 minutes. We're doing this in parts, but anyways, he's tripping, man. He's always tripping. Let's get it. If you want to support the channel, like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, there's a link in the description to my other channel, my music reaction channel, working on a podcast, working on a bunch of stuff. We want to really go original this next year. So trying to get some things in place. Got a few cool collaborations coming up. I'm going to travel to do some reactions with other YouTubers and stuff like that. So just keeping things rocking. Anyways, thanks for showing up. We just hit 50,000 subscribers on this channel, which I wasn't even paying attention to. Then one day I was just looked up and was like, oh, that's pretty wild, because my music reaction channel is on the cusp of hitting 500,000, so 500,000, and this one's halfway to 100,000. So that's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. A lot of work put in, but it's cool. Anyways, if you guys want to support, rock with me, let's go, man. Laugh Until You Cry with Theo Vizzle.
You're like, how is this even connected?
Yeah.
A long time ago, black folks were not allowed in movie theaters. A long time ago.
Yeah, no, I know.
When they were first allowed in, they had to sit in the front row.
Yeah.
Because if you ever sat in the front row,
yeah, you gotta look up like that.
So I think you still have like the grandchildren of some of those front row brothers, right. You know? Because I've sat in the front and for the next 2 days, I fucking can't, I don't even need my rear view mirrors. I'm like, I get it all. I do it all. I'm a damn Tesla. Dude, I used to have a little...
Bro, I'll keep it real. I've sat in the front. I'll never sit in the front of a theater. I think theaters are built a little differently now, if I'm being honest, because they like have more comfortable seats, but sitting in the front, I remember like getting the worst neck, what is that, a kink or whatever, for like 3 days. Just from going to the movie, like trying to see the new Star Wars or something that was popping at the time. Nah, man, never again. Never in life.
Dude, I used to have a little person that was and some people say midget. I think midget's actually French, I think. But, well, we had a little person at night. He was our roommate, and we would watch him. We would all get together and have a beer or whatever and watch him run and jump into bed at night.
Oh, my gosh. That's an Olympic sport there.
It was
slingshot him.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. No, he never wanted any help. He was very much like a, he was kind of like a Jackie Robinson of little people.
That's awesome.
Right. And I bet it's weird in there.
Oh, in the White House?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, did you see Kid Rock over there dressed like a fucking firecracker salesman?
Oh, he was dressed like a fireman at a glory hole.
Yes, yeah, fire crotch.
Dude, he was dressed like the Grand Wizard of Cracker Jack. Oh, yeah, so I call him Bob, right? Or it just depends, kind of.
But you ever call him Kid?
I call him
Rock?
fucking retard half the time.
Okay, okay.
And we can...
That's crazy. They had to bleep. I didn't realize saying the word that starts with R and it rhymes with he farted, referring to mentally handicapped folks. The word that starts with R, but it rhymes with he farted, you can't... I don't know if they bleep that out because, YouTube's wild, bro. Like, you can't say the F word that rhymes with Bob Saget, the Saget part. You can't say that or they'll demonetize your video. I don't think you could say the R word that rhymes with he farted. You can say the N word sparingly. Like, you can't say it with the hard ER. Sometimes they'll catch you for the soft A, but most of the time you get away with the N word with the soft A, which is kind of ironic, right? But yeah, there's certain things you cannot say on YouTube, and you see this is the difference. What people don't understand, because people will start going off in the comments like this platform is this, that, and the other. You can say it, but you can't monetize, right? And when you start seeing ad revenue money, and you're like, oh, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, then there's an incentive to follow those rules, basically, because you get on YouTube and you're spending all this time. You'd like to get compensated for it at some capacity. So that's the fine line. Like some of those, if you're saying things in a certain way, you could get your video taken down, right? But essentially what happens, if you say certain words, the video gets demonetized. Then if the video gets demonetized, you got to battle the algorithm because it's not as potent. Like as a video that's monetized, it's just fully going, YouTube's pushing it, etc. But if you get demonetized, it does seem like your video doesn't get pushed as well as the videos that get monetized. Anyways, I was just surprised they bleeped out the R word in this.
Beep that out, but people know what it is, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I guess I wonder sometimes, what are the Chinese actually taking that they don't already have for me? Except, I mean, they could geolocate me.
Your DNA. They're going to clone you. You're going to be like Alex Jones. You're going to have a different version of you.
Half my family's in recovery. You can have it, bud. You can fucking have it, dude. I think so. I saw a girl at the airport the other day that was really...
She's bad, huh? Yeah.
God damn, I wanted to fucking ride through that little machine for her.
TSA.
God damn, boy. I'll lay on my back and ride through that bitch for her. God damn, but I'll fucking do it. I'll swim upstream in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? For her.
With the bag.
She would be I'll be rolling over every Samsonite in that bitch to get back to my girl, bro.
Look at your Instagram. It's like bodybuilding, recuperation, testosterone. Yeah, I'm going to buy testosterone online from some fucking guy I don't know. It is crazy.
Eyebrow loss. They have eyebrow. Like, what are you even doing?
No, man.
Yeah, poor vision. Missing grandparents. You're like, who gives a fuck? It's like,
missing grandparents.
For $40 a month. You're like, what even am I paying for?
Yeah.
It's just some of this shit. Yeah, it's like everything is for sale. It doesn't matter.
For those about...
I'm not going to lie. He's hitting a real valid point here because I be on Instagram and they're always trying to sell me because I'm into like healthy stuff, right? The last thing I bought on Instagram were these healthy, these creatine gummies. And there's one brand that's being pushed, but I read all the ingredients and I found a brand that doesn't have sugar that supposedly, you know, I'm taking them. You don't get bloated and it's supposedly more efficient than taking the powders. I've been feeling cool. And I find little gems like that remineralizing gum for your teeth. Like, I like that stuff. But this is the thing. When you order it, not only is it massively more expensive just than regular life stuff, the first thing they try to do is give you a subscription. Like, yo, you get 10% off if you get a monthly subscription to getting gum or creatine gummies. And I'm like, I just can't. Like, I'm one of those people, I'm not in debt at all. And I'm just like, I pay as I go, man. That's just what I do. I'm not trying to have some subscription. No. But anyways, he wasn't lying about that. I think this other interview with Dana looks like it's in Dubai.
Yeah, it's like everything is for sale. It doesn't matter.
For those about the rock.
Oh, that's the shit. My brother used to beat the shit out of me, all that music.
Exactly.
Oh, dude,
it's some good ass whooping music.
Oh, I have a floating rib that was originally not floating because of half of Alice in Chains' second album. Fireworks at Coachella misfires and hits area near crowd of people and sets tree on fire. Oh, I think this was part of MGK's outfit.
This part of his outfit.
Look at that shit.
Dude, how bad did you fucking miss? You're just aiming for the air.
Oh, they should make the fireworks when you light them and then they only hit a pedophile when they take off.
Yeah, that was pedophile chasers.
Yeah, and just light them up in D.C.
More black women want you to be, you got to be more assertive. Not too much, because you know how y'all get.
Yeah. None of that.
Y'all got to meet
None
them.
of that turn back the clock shit. Doing none of that. I'm a modern day soldier, bro.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
100%, buddy.
None of that going back to the 1800s bullshit. I'm saying, like, be
You went from being assertive to like, hey, man, There's some cotton that needs to be picked. That's insane, bro. They're tripping.
Assertive is if like
2012 and up, bro.
yeah,
That's what I'm
2012 and up assertive, right?
Like the drones. We had all these drones in New York, and everybody's like, is it weapons? Is it China? Is it this? And we're like, just tell us so we can go to fucking lunch and not freak out every day.
Yeah.
I had to tell my niece that was Santa.
Yeah, is it fucking Papa John delivering N-words to people?
Yeah, that's a service.
Remember when he had that deal, dude?
Yeah, black olives matter.
But for Shirley,
Bro. Did Papa John say the N-word? Hold on. I think he did. Because I put that in, like, I made some wild-ass bar. You ain't going to... Anyways, hold on. Did Papa John from the pizza company get caught saying the N-word? Question mark. That's insane. That's insane, bro. I mean... The founder N-word during a conference call in May. The call was part of a media training session with the marketing agency, laundry service. Holy smoke. Hold on. It tried to take me to the news. Okay. During the call, attempted to downplay earlier controversies by stating Colonel Sanders called blacks and never faced public backlash. Oh, I did see that. It's totally out of context. He wasn't using it like, yo, you are an N-word, or he was just explaining like this word. Oh, man, he got kind of done dirty now that I think about it. Because you got to remember, I come from the era like the 90s where like Quentin Tarantino was putting the N-word in movies. Martin Scorsese was putting the N-word in movies because that's how people really talked. So they wanted to encapsulate the realness of the times in their movies. And that's what I felt like he was trying to do. I remember now. Because they canceled him for it. Like, he got a lot of shit for that. And I'm not saying, I mean, it is what it is. Like, in context, bro, first and foremost, I don't give a fuck. I do not care. People are going to be dumbasses and say the N-word. Dude, I know white dudes who say the N-word back and forth to each other. What up, my nigga? And I'm like, that's cringe, but do you. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. But he was just explaining something out, and instead of saying, yeah, and Colonel Sanders used to say the N-word. He didn't say that. He actually said the N-word. He's like, and Colonel Sanders would actually say, and boom, he got hit with it. Okay. All right, got you.
it alters the way that you think about things. I mean, I know in my own life, I got exposed to pornography real early. I would bike across town to get a little look at some pornos.
Perfectly normal behavior for a young male.
Pretty normal.
Yeah.
I was breaking into houses to frickin', get
I had friends like you growing up. Where did you grow up?
Louisiana.
Right.
Yeah.
I had friends growing up.
We used to have to go.
That's crazy as hell, bro. He's tripping. And to make Andrew Huberman laugh is wild. Yo, like that dude's like a scientist, biologist, or just like a really smart think tank dude. That's wild. Anyways, let's keep going.
We'll get on the edge of the roof and move that direct TV thing and try to get a signal to
the porn channel.
Catching some titties off of Mars or something. We was catching some shit. You had
What the fuck?
What? We were catching some fucking shit.
It's crazy because people don't understand the struggle of trying to get access to that type of content when we were young. I do because, bro, it's not good for you though, bro. That stuff wrecks your mind. Like, it really does something. It does a doozy on you, especially when you're young, full of hormones, testosterone, man. It's really bad. It's funny because it's as addicting as anything else.
From Romania, bro, if you station that thing, right? And even coming here was interesting, coming to New Zealand.
First time?
Yeah. Seeing what it's like. I had no idea what it was going to be like. Yeah. People are like, we don't have any snakes, you know?
But there's some snakes in the streets.
Yeah. Like, you don't have a fucking ozone layer either.
Bro,
like, dude.
My guy,
like,
I'm telling you.
When you got here, how black were you? Or
no,
were you
I was
lighter?
black. I was black.
Were you really?
Yeah, I swear. But
because, bro, I've been here. I think I've
maybe light skin now, semi-light skin.
In 2 days, people are going to start calling me Nelly around here, I think. I used to have those buzzer underwear that would shock you if you peed at night.
I heard about that.
We got a pretty high voltage package, I think. My mom wanted me to fucking feel it, yeah. And it was kind of fun because you would be able to like just sprinkle some water on them and turn them on, you know? And so my brother would be like, do the thing, you know? And I would do it.
Do they still sell those?
I don't know.
Need to look into that.
I think having the electricity and the in the pool of urine was a bad. It was a very 80s, 90s thing.
And what
In the 80s or 90s, did they sell underwear to try to help kids stop wetting the bed that would actually give them an electric shock? That's crazy. We got to fact check this shit, man. Yes, in the 1980s and 90s, there were devices marked to help children stop bedwetting in neuritis that involved a form of negative reinforcement, including mild electric shock or alarms. These were not underwear that delivered painful shock, but rather neuritis alarms integrated into bed pads, wearable sensors, or underwear that would detect moisture and then trigger an alarm vibration, or in some rare cases, a very mild electrical stimulus. Damn. Wild. The world we live in is so wild. I don't even know what to say. That's just crazy.
It was a very 80s, 90s thing.
And what this bitch do, she put like a blue tattoo on it to throw the color off of the diabetic foot. I'm like, when does it end?
Fucking
Well, you
Don
just go to a
Fattingly, dude. Fucking-
And she's sitting there eating beer, drinking beer, eating hot
if you're
dogs.
eating beer, I seen a woman over there eating beer with a spoon. You know them bitches are
Dog,
going
it was
downhill.
a fucking nightmare. When I see a diabetic foot at a restaurant,
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
The white boy, that said the N word. He found some people,
And he shouldn't have done it. And look, don't do it, man. I know you want to do it. But yeah, I've said it before. Write it down. Put it in a bottle. A lot of people will do that, I notice.
They put it in a bottle.
Write it down, put it in like a bottle, throw it out in the water.
Just get the N word out.
Or just let the Lord do what he wants with it then. But imagine it gets to China and some dude opens it up and he's like, yeah.
And he starts saying,
Yeah.
You know, I should try to shoot.
There's something in Korea where it sounds like they're saying the N-word, yo. It's hilarious. And when I was in China, I'd hear like I was on in Shanghai, I went on the fastest, what is it, the speed train or whatever, the light rail, whatever. It's the fastest one in the world. I went on it. And it'd be like, da-da-da-da-da, my nika, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And you're like, yo, what? Then you look it up, and it means like thank you or something like crazy, bro. Like in Korean or Chinese, they say nika. Yeah. Or maybe they say, yeah, I forget. They might really be saying it. It's good. It's just lingo, man.
Shoot an arrow through one of them out here.
Yeah. Which is the worst thing ever to say about a vehicle. I have a Cybertruck, and because then everybody's like, "Oh, is it fucking bulletproof, bitch?" You know?
They want to shoot at your truck.
Everybody's like,
Of
"Yeah,
course.
look at this metal queer." People would yell at me and shit. Like, you're like, "What is going on?" Like,
That's so weird.
just crazy. I mean, but people want to challenge it.
And I had to explain how to do it, and I had to sit in the front seat and go, "No, you got to poke the hole, and then you poke one on the other side." And
Well, that was like the original Viagra. I think was like you'd have to pull your car over and put a quart of oil in it. You know?
Yeah.
But the rev of the engine would keep everybody.
I'm sorry.
Possible.
Yeah,
It would
maybe.
keep you sexually possible. You know? But then. Now it's like, dude, you have people literally drinking oil and blue chews or whatever.
You ever got a squirt?
What? Oil and blue chew. I think this is time for us to tap out. Yo, this is part 2. Looks like we're going to have to do a part 3. We're almost 20 minutes in, and we still got, man. What is that? We got 23. We're at 15. Got like 8 minutes left or something like that. 8-9 minutes. So, yeah, we're going to get into it, you guys. Anyways, I hope y'all are having a good day, man. This is fun. I like watching stuff like this. Yo, just holla at me on part 3.
City boy, city boy.